Do you hear me now? Please let me know if you can hear me now. Ah, finally. Okay, perfect. I don't know why that happened. That's not usually the problem. But anyway, we're all set. I'm going to go ahead and immediately start sharing my screen, and we'll get into our backup. Okay, great. Glad everybody can see and hear me now. Okay, so we need to be in the back office of Got Backup. This is our Got Backup, how it looks for you probably. And if you notice, and I will double check, everybody can hear, everybody's saying hi, good. All right, so anyway, in our back office, to get to Got Backup, you always want to click right here where it says use this tool. Right here, we're going to just start right off. I do a few extra things, but we don't need to do that. To get started the first time, you know the deal. This is where your installation buttons are. The orange button means videos. We have a full setup of things in there for you anytime that you need them. We don't need to go into detail on that part. I think you understand that. And if you don't, it's really self-explanatory. Set it up by downloading one of these buttons and watch the videos to get it done correctly. All right, so the next thing we want to look at is notice now we have 1, 2, 3, 4 different reseller tool buttons here. We're going to just look at the English, but if you have somebody that is a French speaker, Italian speaker, or a Spanish speaker, you can actually go in there and get their link in their language, which really helps you out. So I'm not going to do that tonight, but you can just check it out when you are able to, depending on the kind of people that you might be talking to. This is where you're going to find your links. It's under the affiliate link. I went to the reseller tools, and then that's where this is right here. Any of your links, if you want to get them quickly, you simply use this button right here and copy it. It will copy your link and give it to you so that you will be able to paste it anywhere you want. The main page is this one right here. The one over here is really good for if somebody is already on your list. They probably already took the tour, but they just haven't quite pulled the trigger yet. This is where you would send them for that. Okay. And this is where you'll send people when you want them to come to the webinars. This is especially a good thing to do. Myself and several others through the week teach and train on all aspects of building your business. Now, I mainly concentrate on how to get started, where everything is, and how to use the tools effectively. But there are lots of other things that are being taught. For instance, how to recruit. That's Mark, and also I think Tammy does a lot of that as well. You can actually go to all the webinars and never have the same thing twice, in the sense that, we don't have a set thing that we say. Everybody is their own individual, and we give our own training based on our own expertise. So you will have that option of being able to use the webinars as a tool. A lot of people ask, they don't realize that this is not just about you learning how to use the tools and get around, but it's also a way that you can bring brand new people. You don't have to know anything except for here's the link on how to get to our webinars. And then you just copy that link right here. Now, this is going to have your username on it, not the demo backup, of course. It's going to have your username, whatever that is. Okay. The next tab over is the advertising ad copy. This is kind of just some quick stuff you can use if you're talking to people. I recommend you don't use all these links because emails are usually pretty sensitive and they're not really excited about you having lots of links in your emails. So really, you should not have more than one, because if you don't, if you have a whole bunch of links in your emails, it often will end up in your spam folder, which you don't want. But this can be also things you can say to people when you're having conversations. For instance, this personal part right here would be an easy way for you to go ahead and share it with somebody that you have had a conversation with. Please don't do this with people that you've never talked to, because they will consider that spam. You need to have a personal conversation with that person, and then that way they know why you're sharing it with them. So I just checked. I just went back just to check. It looks like everybody's able to hear me just fine. The next tab over is the pre-enrollee ad copy. And what this is good for is when people become what's called a pre-enrollee. In other words, they've made a free account, but they're still not a paid member. Then you would go ahead and send this to them. Now, this is a demo account, so we don't have anybody in here. So if I click this, it won't go anywhere. But in your own emails, it will actually turn into an email. And all you have to do actually is edit it a little bit. Now, I want you to notice before you send this, make sure that you fill in these things right here. These are just reminders. These are not links. So if you just send it with all of these things in here without doing any editing, it's going to look really weird. And then I recommend also that you put your photo right here. Of course, after you've done this part, which actually doesn't send it, it just prepares it for you so that you can actually get it ready. So when you get to the next point where you're in the email system, then make sure and do the editing. That's very important. The next tab over is the banners, and these are really good for in case you have any kind of a website that you want to share. There are websites that allow you to actually use these. I use this on my blog all the time. I really like that one. And it's been there since the very beginning of Got Back Up. And then the next tab is the social media. Sorry, I got a little scratchy throat going on. And these are really pretty, but please use them sparingly. If you just fill up your social media with pictures of Got Back Up and you never have any conversations, or you never tell them anything about your personal life, or you never show your own face, you will not get people to join you. It is through know, like, and trust that people will actually join you. And so the more you do personal conversations and various different things that help people to get acquainted with you. Sorry, I need to figure out a way to stop coughing. And I don't have any lozenges. Just a minute. Okay, so I'll do that. So, in other words, don't use these a lot. I'm not even sick. Mm. All right. Now, The next thing is the lead capture system. And this is where you see your lists and you see people that have actually looked at what you've got. And as you can see, now there are 6 people that actually became leads in this account. And the reason why is because of my sharing the memory place last time. And it does encourage people to become leads. It shows 1 pre-enrollee, but that is just probably me, actually, because I did, I think, enroll myself as a pre-enrollee. But of course, that's not going to really be the same thing as having leads. In here, you have the option of being able to send emails or set up follow-ups. Now, I do have follow-ups in my system. But what I do more than anything else is I actually do broadcasts. And what I mean by a broadcast is I'm going to go ahead and click this. And as you can see, I have some I actually have written in the past just so that you can see how they work. But it's important for you to understand that this is a demo account, so it's not going to actually go to any real leads. But anyway, let's just look at this for a minute just so you know how quick and easy it is to actually send emails to anybody that you are interested in sharing with. If they're already a lead in your system, the best way actually is just be friendly. Don't try to sell. The company does that already. Your best bet is to actually send them emails like for this webinar and others that happen all through the week. For instance, on Wednesday night is the cutoff night. And tonight, of course, is our Get Started and Crush It is what I named it. And I do believe you can crush it if you understand your system and you're set up properly inside the system. Once you've done that, it's easier to get excited about it and share it with other people. So I showed you where the email, where you can get the link for the webinar. All you have to do when you're doing that is just simply, looks like I actually set it up and I didn't intend to do that. But anyway, it's not going to let me take it off. So it's going to go ahead and send it to me. But basically what I wanted you to see is that you can just, with a few words, invite people to come to our webinars every week. And there's only 1 day a week that we don't have a webinar, and that is on Thursday so far. And very likely we'll start having one there, but right now we don't. Now, I want to show you a few more things before we go into our special training tonight. And that is inside the My Business tab. The first tab here is the compensation plan. And in here we've got 2 videos, and there's a PDF that corresponds with both of those videos. I recommend, if you don't understand how we get paid, to go ahead and watch these. This first one is about how you can get paid from direct referrals. That means that they've joined off of your personal link. And then the second one is about the binary, which I'd rather not go into explaining it. You can find out and understand how this works by watching this video. And what's really cool is you don't actually have to understand all the details about these things. You just have to know how to direct people so that they can go ahead and find out for themselves. For instance, you can download these PDFs yourself and share them when people ask for that information. That's all you have to actually do. Then the next tab down here is called the My Commissions. And this is where you will start to see when people actually pay, they will show up in here. Now remember that there's a 4-week wait before you actually get paid, and that is so they can have their 30-day money back guarantee. So, since they have that, you have to wait for the 4 weeks for the first time, and then after that, it doesn't feel like it's that long. After that, it's every Friday, depending on whether you have a sale or not. Now, it may take you a while to start building it up enough that you have a paycheck every week, but it does happen pretty fast. I really don't very often go through a week without having a paycheck, and that's pretty cool. Then the next tab down here is the payment options. This is for when you're brand new and you haven't set anything up yet. I have had a Payoneer account for all of the 3 years I've been part of this company. It works beautifully. I've never been unhappy with it. And I have mine set up so it actually just sends my money directly into my checking account. And it's not set to do that inside of here, but it's easy enough to go into Payoneer itself once you have an account and to actually ask them to set it up, and they will. You simply just tell them what account to send it to, and they will. Now, I did that about a year ago, and from then on, it's been sending directly to my checking account. Then, if you go right down here to this next one, this is where you will see when you actually start getting paid. It'll show all that information right here every Friday. And mine goes back to the beginning of 2020. Like I said, it's been 3 years. But you will see your own account of the money that you are earning every single week, and it'll show up here. On the next tab down, it is our actual downline page. When somebody has paid, it'll show up down here, and then you can actually place them, put them on the left or the right outside legs. You only have 2 legs. Don't use the inside ones because they belong to somebody else. Okay, the next tab down is the My Direct Affiliates link. This is when people pay, and you'll see their personal information, even their phone number, everything that they put in their account will be shown here for your benefit so that you can contact them. And that's good to know. You need to be able to do that, because when you can be friendly with somebody that joined you, whether you had any personal knowledge that they were going to do it or not, it's important to let them know that you're a real person, you care, and you want to help them out. Then the next tab down is the live webinars. This shows the record of when all of our stuff starts. As it shows up here, April 17th was the first time. Now, of course, we are in a new year. We are at the end of January 2024. So you can see, I actually have been doing webinars longer than just when it says up here, but I have been the trainer for the Got Backup since the very beginning of it. And that's because I really do get involved with it, understand it, and that way I can explain it. And you can see all of the other training here that's available. Pretty much every day is covered. Sunday, Saturday, Friday, like I said, no Thursday, Tuesday, and Monday. Then the next one down is the leaderboard, and this is kind of cool. This shows how you can get ranked up pretty fast, actually. You only have to earn $20 that you're getting paid, and you become an actual rank of bronze. And let's look for a minute. This is kind of fun. You can actually check out how many people are in the bronze. And if I actually do a search of just the bronze, this is just people that are in the bronze setup. There are currently 2,026 people that have actually earned the bronze setup for now. Pretty cool if you think about it. I don't know of too many companies that have that many people because there's only a little bit over 3,000 people in the whole company in Got Backup itself. And now there's over 2,000 people that have earned at least the bronze. And of course, there's more than that that have earned all the way up. And I think there's several that have actually reached the diamond level that got in with Got Back Up just recently. I'm at the emerald level right now, and then there's about 5 or 6 people that are in the ruby level, and then there's several that are in these other lower levels. Then the next tab down is the webinar replay tab. I asked for this to be put in here for a particular reason, and a major reason was because I wanted it to be easy for people to get to our replays. This takes you directly to our YouTube channel. As you can see right now, we're live. This is upcoming, and everything behind me is replays from the past, okay? All of this is replays that you can watch if you want to. Some of these are even giving you a little detail of what it is you would be watching for. For instance, Mark does a lot of really good training. He does recognition, motivation, and recruiting. Tammy does a lot of different kinds of things. Each week is a little bit different topic. But you have the option of being able to watch those, and that helps you understand. If you don't know something, go to those replays and understand how everything works. And then this is the leaderboard for just the Got Backup. And then the recognition and rank up. Now this is good for you won't see anything if I click on this now, but if you click on this for yourself, you will see if you have even one person that has actually become a member of one of those ranks that I showed you, they will show up in here. Now, here's the fun part. I'm going to actually teach you something new today in our VIP. Now, I'm not going to do a tour of all the different ones. We've already gone through how the video streaming works. Last week, we talked about the memory place. And the week before that, we talked about the rank promotion pages. Now, today, we're going to talk about the custom promo pages. That's what these are right here. These are already set up for you, but did you know you could actually edit these? I'll show you how you can do it. First off, if you want to get the link just as is, all you do is go here, click the links tab here, and then click copy, and you have that page. But what if you don't like how this looks? This looks pretty generic, really. Let's go ahead and edit it. Let's click on edit, just on this front one here, because this is really kind of lame looking, in my opinion. And I did something kind of cool to mine. I'll show you what I did to mine. That's that same page, but I did some editing to make it look a little bit more personal, more interesting, and not like everybody else's page, okay? Let me show you how I accomplished that. We have this picture over here. So what we can do instead is, if you double click this, it brings up this page right here. I double clicked it, and to put something else in here instead of that picture, all I have to do is click that, and I am already at the place I want to be. And in order to do that, I actually put my own picture in there. And so that's all I did. There's that picture. It replaced, let me double check that it did. It replaced that other picture. Okay? Now, here's the next thing I did that was kind of fun. I didn't change what's happening over here, but I did change what's happening in this box right here. And the way you do that is you click the paintbrush and you click decorations. And all you have to do is actually click here. And if you click, I don't actually want it to be black. I want it to be green. But I don't want it to be too intense either. So you can actually adjust how much you want it to be and then hit the OK. And now look what happened to it. It's different than it was before. It looks a little bit different. Make sure and save any changes you make to it. Then you can exit out. Now, when I open this, I'm going to actually open this like this. Guess what? It's now different. I have the same wording. I didn't change any of the wording. I didn't change where this goes because it goes to the custom page list. If you don't want it to go there, you can change it, but that's where it's set to go. But I changed the picture, and the reason why I did that is because I wanted them to see me as a real person. I'm the person inviting them to look at this, so I can do that. Now, if you're not ranked yet, you don't necessarily have to do this, or you could pick somebody in your leadership and grab their picture. For instance, if you know somebody in your team that has hit one of the upper levels, even as high as gold or silver, you can put them in here and then change the colors just like I did. Now I want to check and see what you think about that. Okay, what do you think about that page? Do you like that? I'm going to actually share it with you. Okay, there is the page that I just created just now, and you guys can do exactly the same thing yourself, just like I did inside of your own personal VIP, as long as you have VIP, of course. You have to have VIP to make this happen. This is a custom page inside. Now you have 4 pages. You can actually create up to 10 pages. And you can see that this page right here, this is the page I just created. So if I actually, again, open this, that is the page I just created right there. It is priceless. It is definitely priceless. Yes. Thank you, Russ. I appreciate your support and help. And let's go ahead and remove our. Now I am ready now for any questions you might have, because that was really pretty simple. Our VIP stuff is not hard to work with. It's really simple and it's fun and easy. And I think, Chris, you wanted to know about those, so I hope that helped you. Oh, that's a good question. Chris asked, what is the benefit of adding your own personalized domain link? Excuse me. The reason why you want to do that is because whenever you use your own website, it actually helps you not get in trouble with any social media that you might share it with. For instance, I have the same page right here, right? Okay, I actually did edit this page. I think it's that one actually. Let's open this one and see if that's it. Yeah, okay, so you can see here is the same page I showed you just now, only it's my website. Whoops, I guess I better share again. Sorry about that. Okay, so here is, let me close this. Here is my page, the same one I just made, and I'm going to open that one up. But I want you to notice something up here. This page is the same page as the other one, but it's shorter, for instance. Here's the same page I just created, but it is set up with my domain instead of the our global virtual opportunities page. And so therefore it's shorter for one thing, and it's also not going to be nobody's going to get excited if I share it in Facebook or Instagram or YouTube or anywhere else, because it will be safer than using your the affiliate link all the time. It actually is not good, because if a lot of people are using the same affiliate link, which a lot of us are, remember, we all have that same affiliate link. The only difference is the username. But the affiliate link really is the same thing for everybody. And if you keep using the same affiliate link, eventually Facebook doesn't like to see it, and it can get blocked. So using your own domain name is a big benefit. Another reason why you want to do that is because you're branding yourself. When I use my name, I'm branding myself. Okay, so I can share that also. You want to know where I can change it if I want to? Okay, so if I go back, I'm going to close this. If I go back in here and edit, this is the same page I just created. Now, to change any of the other things that you want to change, you have to be on the opt-in page, which is this box right here. You know that you've got it when you see this blue line all the way around it, okay? And then we want to click this little cog here. And what happens is you're going to see up here, see how it says custom campaign? But we can change that. We can change it to got backup. I would not change it to, let's see. You want to change it to leads. Where's leads? Custom got backup. Pre-enrollees, resellers. It doesn't give you the option of actually going to where the leads are. You can set it for the pre-enrolled. You don't want to put it in resellers. You can put it in pre-enrolled English if you want to. But an even better way is to go ahead and set up your follow-ups in these campaigns. So you have the choices. Don't put it in memory place, of course, because that makes no sense. It needs to be got backup, probably got backup customers is the best place to put it. And then the other thing you want to put in here is your own username. For instance, mine is, and the thank you page is going to be the right one to go to, so leave that one alone. And then make sure always, if you're going to make any changes at all, to click the save. Otherwise, it won't be there when you go back. So that's how you would take care of that. Absolutely, yes, regeneration. It's actually very important to protect your stuff. So that's very important. I hope that answered your question, Scott. Man, I don't know where all this congestion's coming from. I turned off my humidifier so there'd be no noise, and so now I'm congested. Anyway, that answers that, I hope. And Make sure and let me know if you have other questions that you need me to answer. I'll be glad to answer all questions that you might have about anything Got Back Up or anything that we talked about tonight. Thank you, Scott. I'm glad you understood what I said. And that's what you do. And I have not actually set up any follow-ups inside of the custom links, but what you can actually do is you can send them broadcasts. Make sure that they're just in your selected emails that you're going to send out broadcasts. I do more broadcasts than I do actual follow-up, which really is easy to do. I do it once a day. I do it early in the day and it's over with. How do we create, let's see, how do we create what you have done with your domain name that's like a link tree? You would need to have an additional product that's called SynShark, and I have that. That's why you saw a full page system instead of just that one little bit. That's actually the product that got me into this company is SynShark. It's a full integrated email system. It's not just the side where it goes to just the Got Backup customer lists, but you can create anything you want in there. And that's how you would get the full page builder is if you had SynShark. You'd have to go through, go back and ask support if you can get a hold of that. That would be an additional charge. It's not free. Generally, it's around $25 a month to have that system, but you'd have a full page builder and you'd have a full email system on the other side, which you can actually offer any products that you like, not just the ones. I don't really think you can, Richard, but why would you want to do that? They are selling for you. They use your link, and that helps you out. Yes, that's exactly what I was explaining, Joe, is that if you want other opportunities, you need an additional product called SynShark, which allows you to build any kind of page that you want, including a links page, which I've done. I have got. You'll have to go through support and ask them, Richard. I don't have an answer for you on that one. I don't really have a reason why I would want to do that. Um, and I don't understand why you'd want to. But if you have a good reason, you'd have to talk to support. Not want them to help build your. Ugh, my system is going in and out again. I don't know why. Anyway, any other questions I can answer, please let me know. There is no actual link tree, which is free with your domain name. I don't know what you're talking about exactly. If you're talking about the company that makes links, that's a different story altogether. So I don't think you can do it with these. These are made especially for you to just use them as they are. Let me see what happens if we actually go back into this one. Okay, so right now this is a capture page, right? In order to make this into a links page, there has to be links. And in order to create links, you have to have an ability to do that. There is links in here, but what they are is basically a piece of text like this, and you can copy, you can redo this into anything you want, but it's basically a link. It's not a button. Okay. Whoops. Yeah. I didn't want to do that. Joel, I think you're talking about a different kind of product. I don't use Linktree. I never have, and I never have a real interest in doing that. But if you are actually using it, yeah, you could put your links in there, no problem. So if that's what you're asking, that's how you would do it. You just grab the link from our company, and then you would go ahead and use it. But yeah, you could copy your links. That's not a problem. Okay. Yeah, I'll leave because I'm not changing it. But if you're asking, can you copy the link? Yeah, you just copy it like this. That's all you do. Okay, glad to see Isabel. As a B or whatever you say. I don't know how to say your name. It's probably pretty late where you are. Okay, any new questions you have, please let me know. Patrick, you're still welcome to ask questions. We're still live right now. I'll be glad to answer questions if you ask a question. Yes, your own personal email. Or if you have um, basic, if you have basic, you don't have to have VIP to actually have the ability to send an email. You can send emails to your whole system of anybody that's in your list right now, either from a follow-up or from a broadcast. You can send a broadcast to your whole list, but if you want to send if you want to send people an email individually, yes, you would have to do it through your personal email. I hope that makes any sense. Yes, Stan, there will be a replay. It's automatically in the YouTube. As soon as I close this down, it becomes a replay. Okay, I would like to use this within my account. So how much would that be per month? Are you asking about the VIP? The VIP is $25 a month. Or there's a yearly amount. I did it yearly. You can do it either way. Okay. So I bought into the website for Got Backup. Now I want to see how it works. The website for Got Backup? Are you talking about the link that is your personal link, or are you talking about something else? You need to be a little more specific if you would, please. Yeah, yearly is definitely the way to go. I did that because it saves you a little bit of money and you don't have the monthly fee. Is there a way if you want to use my own page after a person opts in or edit the page that comes afterwards? Yes, you can edit any of the page. Well, I don't know about the page that comes after. I don't think it gives you that option, but it does give you the option to work on those custom pages a little bit, like I showed. Yes, you simply go, let me go and get it. You simply go right here to here, and that's all you have to do to go to replays. Okay, the account that you're asking about is called VIP. It is an additional part that can be added on to your Got Backup. Okay? Sorry about that. I don't know why I've got all this congestion. I'm not sick. I'm trying to keep it under control. Anyway, yes. How do you know what page a person saw? Generally, you will be able to see what page by looking at what's called it gives you the option of looking at those pages and seeing what they look like. Let's go back to VIP. Now let's go back to custom pages. Now when I flash over this, look at this tab right here. It says stats. If you go to the stats page, and even this page, brand new, I just created this today, and look at how many visits it's gotten already. You can look at all of your pages individually by just doing the stats. Yes, Joel, yes, Frederick, if you paid for a website, it will be shown in a place where you can access it. Okay? Hello, Mark. Glad to see you. Anyway, any questions you have, let me know so that I can take care of all your questions before we're done. Let me know. I think that especially those, it's fun to be able to have those pages, but they're really kind of generic. I think that's why I was showing how you could make them look unusually, a little bit different, make them look just like what you want them to look like. And when you do that, you have something special. Let me go back real quick and show that page one more time. So here's that page again. And all I did to it is just change the picture and change the background. I didn't do a lot of huge things to it, but it makes it look entirely different than the other pages. And that's what I like. You can actually make different pages so that you don't have to have your page look like everybody else's. Because really, the name of the game in this world, especially, is to have you stand out and not look like everybody else. You're really getting so excited about LinkedIn, linked pages, and I don't know exactly what exactly you're asking. Do you own the actual Linktree product? If you do, yes, you can put your link in there. If you don't, then I don't know what to tell you. Okay? Yep. Okay. Any other questions you have, please let me know. I'll be glad to answer those questions that you have. I'm going to close this unless you need me to share. Okay, good. That explains a lot. Yes, all you have to do is copy the link and put it where you want it. And then, yes, you could use it in Linktree. I don't own Linktree. I don't use it. But if you like it and you're using it, that is something you can do. Okay. And Russ is saying, yes, just forward it, your domain to your Linktree page. I haven't used it, so I don't know quite how it works. So you would just simply have to do whatever it says to do. Usually it's just a matter of putting your link in wherever the place is that tells the button where to go. This chat box actually doesn't save after we end the stream. I'm not sure why, but it doesn't. Any other questions you have, let me know so that I can help you out. The name of the game for me anyway is to make sure you feel comfortable with the product, that you feel like you understand it enough to use it, because if you're a product of the product, you're more likely to be willing to share it with other people, because that makes you more excited about the product, obviously. I don't know the actual answer to that. I think you have to be 18 or over, but I could be wrong. You have to be old enough that you're on your own. I think that you can join if you have a parent's permission if you're younger. And that's usually the answer, okay? So in a lot of in that case, if you're younger than 18 and you are still considered a minor, you probably have to ask your family to help you out so that you can start. One thing that's important is to have, yes, parental consent is required if you're below the age of 18 for sure. Anyway, that's what usually is the case. And that's actually a legal uh, requirement, not just a company requirement. Any other questions you have, please let me know. I'll be glad to answer them. As long as questions are coming in, we'll continue to answer them. That is the parent company. We are called Got Backup, but the parent company is Global Virtual Opportunities. It's been around since 1999, okay? And the reason why I mentioned that is because that's where we start, right? It's good to know what your actual parent company is. Got Backup is a product inside of Global Virtual Opportunities, okay? And that's also why the YouTube channel is called Global Virtual Opportunities. Okay, so that should help you out to understand what I'm talking about. And if you are absolutely brand new and you have not yet become a paid member, this is where you would go to do that. You should be cookied to whoever invited you to the webinar tonight. If you are not, find somebody you do want to be connected to, and you can join them that way. You can ask them personally for their link if you want to. But this is the general link that you can use to get started. Any other questions that you have, please let me know before we end the webinar tonight. I want to make sure everybody is taken care of that came tonight. If you have any other further questions that you need answered, let me know and I will help you out. Be careful if not cookied yet. Okay, yeah, definitely. Thank you, Russ. Obviously, Got Backup is going to go directly to the company, and then they would probably send you to somebody anyway, because they don't generally bring people in under themselves. So, okay, great. Looks like everybody's pretty much covered. That's awesome. And you guys have an awesome night. And I will come back again next week with another training, with another information about another product. Great, Patrick. I'm glad you're with us. This is an awesome place to start. A wonderful community, great people to be connected with. You guys have a great evening. Good night, everybody. I'm going to end it then, unless there's any further questions. One more call in case one of you are looking for an answer to something. And if there's anything I didn't answer, let me know now before I close it down. If not, we'll close it down and we'll say goodnight. And I'll come back again Monday with something new to talk about until I run out of things to talk about. Anyway, looks like we're in pretty good shape. Good night, everybody. Thanks for coming. I appreciate it. And it's cool. I see new faces just about every time, which is really, really cool. You guys have a great night, and I'll talk to you again real soon. Next Monday, same time, same place. Bye for now.